I will tell you right now, you look good in the blue. You look pretty damn good in the gray with the light blue.
Thank you.
The black, I took a sacrifice for the team tonight. I had to wear the black one. It is fucking still very hot outside. And the whole ride over here, the AC in my car wasn't working, so I'm sitting here in a black shirt, catching rays. The sun is just beaming off of me.
Smoking cigs.
If you're out there
filling
watching,
up the car with some smokes.
Yeah, but if you're out there watching, I know most of you listening, but if you're out there watching in right now, you're going to see the brand new line of the t-shirts available probably this Monday. You know, whenever you're hearing this on your podcast drip.
That's right.
The store, we set it up, Etsy, and we are doing a little fashion show tonight, you guys. So check out YouTube, check out Tiger Cage Media, see Dad's shirt, see Ryan's shirt, see my shirt, and have a little fun with us tonight. This is episode 106, guys, of They Call Us the Breeze, and there's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go!
Drop.
Yeah, now we're talking.
All right.
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared.
Guys, welcome back to another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We were a little late behind the 8 ball tonight because we were hanging out with some family and doing some hypotheses on how this show's going to... And we're not very confident. I'm going to tell you that right now. We got a big block for you guys tonight. It's going to be a great show, but... I'm not confident. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Why?
Well, because, I got a hard out at 5. And so we're going to have to no, I'm kidding.
Oh,
what do you think I'm doing?
I don't
it's
know.
Thursday,
Maybe you had
man.
squash.
I'm always fucking
You're playing racquetball these days.
Well, I have started a pickleball league. But I'm
How's
not actually
that been
playing.
Going?
I'm not actually playing. I'm just the manager of the team. So that's a lot of ins and outs and fundamentals and stuff like that. But we're keeping busy. We're keeping busy around here. They call us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Like I said, live from the Tiger Cage. This one for, God, what is it? The 3rd of August? Getting in there. I'm getting close to my 1-week vacation, my friends, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking need it, man. I fucking need it. My manager literally looked at me the other night. Pardon me, it's about Friday, Saturday night. I'm in the middle of the shit. And I'm going through it. And she's like, so when are you taking your vacation? I'm like, what do you mean by that? And she's like, well, I'm just saying maybe sooner than later. And I'm like, that's a good way of encouraging, an old dog like me that's been there almost 7 years,
She's like, by the way, there's a 15 top that just walked in, and that's yours. So,
and you're God damn it!
Ow!
I
knew there was some
espresso in the back for 5 fucking minutes. Can I just get 5 fucking minutes? I'll get right back out there. I'll scrub everything. Don't worry, I will. Guys, make sure you're going out to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube and subscribing to the channel. Make sure you ring that little bell for notifications, of course. And check us out on Facebook. And of course, dummies, as of last week, we are live with TigerCageMedia.com. So check that out. Shop coming soon. We are wearing those t-shirts tonight. These were the beta test t-shirts. I way over fucking did them. They're way too big. I love them, but they're way too big. But they are comfortable, right, boys? The material is very comfortable. So
they remind me of the Almost Famous, Almost Famous, the scene when they have the shirts.
I'm just one of the fucking out of focus guys.
And then William takes one for the grab.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that. He goes back in and puts it in his little messenger bag. Yeah, good call, Ryan. Good call on that one.
I just want some barbecue.
I just want some fucking barbecue, man. I got to rewatch that. It's been a minute. Penny Lane. What did you take, sweetheart? What did you take, honey? My Sherry Amore, lonely as a summer. Me and a friend at work one night, we were stuck at work, and this is before cell phones with Google search, and we were like, what the fuck song is playing when she's getting her stomach pumped in that scene in Almost Famous? We're talking about Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Was this over deciding what appetizers?
And they're like, "What'd you take?"
Start with?
We were all sitting around. Everyone was like, "Fuck, I know it." And I don't know if it was me, but I feel like it was me. It was just like My Sharia Moore. It came to me. Sometimes you just had to go through that. Now we got Google, and it ruins everything, and you can get it in 5 seconds. And shit.
Dog will hunt.
Well, we got a lot of things going on tonight. We have celebrity birthdays per usual. Dad is down 9 points. He was down only 8 points, which is I think his strongest lead since we started the show 2 years ago. But he's back up to 9 points. But, a couple double bubbles, man. And it's Dad's turn first. And I guarantee you, I put money in Vegas on you getting this question right off the rip. Double bubble, the first celebrity tonight. We're going to talk about home from work routines. You know, what do you do immediately every single time?
Can I
you
get
get
in
home?
on that?
Yeah, no, we're going to talk about it, not just me.
What are the odds? What are the odds currently?
You want to get down? Okay, well we have a pool going. I'll talk to you about it on the break. And then the homework assignment for this week was if you could tell yourself one thing, your younger self, like not even one, just give me multiple. Like me, Jinkos, man, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? These jeans that were the size that 9 people could fit into them, what were you thinking?
Remy, you're so materialistic.
Well, but then you had Blink-182 and you had all these artists and things influencing your life, and then you started wearing these styles and you started doing your hair certain ways, and there's just so many regrets. There's so many cringeworthy moments. And this all comes because I was looking through the legacy box thing when I was, curating photos for the website. I'm seeing a lot of those photos of myself, and I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
So you'd start reset?
Well, I'm not going to full reset, but if I could go back and like give myself like 3 good pieces of advice back then, I would love to see what that fucking entails. That's for sure. And then we got headlines, real or fake tonight. I'll give up a few headlines, and you guys are going to decide, is it real or is it fake? And then I might be able to teach you guys a thing or two in the process. So, how you guys? How's your week, man? Everybody been good? Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Doing good. I mean,
Busy.
Really.
You were pressure washing out in the hot sun.
Pretty much every day, yeah.
Yeah, getting ready. Well, you got 1 week left till the kids come back.
Tuesday, part of them come back.
Okay, part of them come back. Like which parts?
Like
the legs and the
freshmen.
Oh, you mean like a certain amount of this?
Just the freshmen, and then Wednesday it's full blown.
Welcome
everybody.
freshmen.
The teachers are back, right? They're already setting up classrooms and everything.
Yeah. Last week I think they started trickling in and
decorating and getting all that shit going.
And they all had to be here this week.
Yeah. Well, so what's going to happen now? Are you going to go back to your only till 9 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
You think? And that's going to happen probably in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm finally going to get my dad back.
Well, actually, it'll Tuesday. I'll have to be there at 6 on Tuesday.
Okay. Right on. Cool beans. All right. Ryan, what's going on with you, man?
But
Doing
I
good?
might do
Not
some
a
extra
whole
work.
lot, man. I just been
Well, you took off Friday. You requested
taking
off
it
Friday,
day
so I
by
didn't.
day,
I didn't
bruh.
see you Friday at work, so I was kind of
that
upset.
was for her birthday, so
was
we
kind of
went.
upset,
We did a
so
little
you
top
did that,
golf.
yeah.
Top golf
Okay,
was
right on.
amazing. It was fun. It was very hot, like super hot. We
Well,
went.
do those things have like so when
They
you're
have
in those
fans,
days, do
of
they have
course,
fans?
but they're not.
And they
like,
won't have misters.
absolutely
They won't
on
do
you.
misters,
Yeah, not
yeah.
misters for the club or anything like that. But yeah, no, it like they had fans, but they were
Shit, still.
not directly on
Well,
you.
those
They
things-
weaved a little bit back.
Well,
They're trying to cover as much as they could with fans.
How
Let's
high are
just put it
those?
that way.
How high are the ceilings to those bays? You think?
9 feet, 10 feet.
Oh,
I mean,
would
they're a
think
little
it's
bit
than that.
higher.
Probably
I mean,
warehouse size, right?
Something that's a tall person could swing a golf club
Okay.
up and over.
So
there.
it's
yeah,
still
probably like 12 feet. Somewhere around there.
That'll keep me. Are there sides to it too? Because when I hit balls, I shank directly left or right.
No,
so
you-
whoever's
well, I
standing
mean-
on either side of me has a risk to them. Like that's for
Like
real.
if you're
That's
super
not an
bad,
exaggeration.
no, you should be okay. Like if you go absolutely right, it'll hit something.
Okay.
It'll hit.
I just wanted to hit a wall before it hits the guy in the next bay because
Yeah.
I swear to
If
God,
you do that,
I
you
swear
should
to God,
just stop.
I have three balls in a row I have hit directly left and right of me. 3 balls in a row. So it's not a fad.
Hey,
You gotta keep
Kevin
your eye on the
Costner feels
ball,
your
bro.
pain. He did the same
Tin
thing
cup?
in
Tin cup.
Dude, you have to keep your eye on the ball. Like
No,
you are
fuck that,
taking
dude.
your eye completely off
I'm
the ball.
watching the
If
guy
you're hitting it.
I'm watching the
like,
guy riding around the little cart thing. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to get this.
So
and they're
many
like, "What?"
distractions.
Yeah, oh, you're gonna try to now because I get all this confidence because when I was younger, Dad used to take us to the driving range, and I used to be pretty decent, right, Dad? Mm-hmm. And so I get all this confidence. I
Right,
get all this
Dad?
confidence from an age with a 20-year break, and then I'm like trying to go out with my friends and goof off at like 24, and I'm covered in blisters. I've shanked so many balls left or right. People are like, "This is an anomaly. This is insane, incendiary."
incendiary.
Incendiary, yeah. So,
Hey,
but I'll go out there as long as there's a dividing mechanism between me and the guy in the next bay. That's all
I
I'm gonna
think
say.
you could pick it up, man. I think you would have you'd surprise yourself and you'd have a couple good shots.
My
and after
short
those
game's good.
shots, you'd
My
be
short
like,
game's good.
I can probably and then you'll really just get addicted from there.
Like Happy Gilmore, I remember he's like, somebody learn how to putt. Well, I started at putting, so I'm good with the putt.
Hey,
I
that's
think.
how Tiger learned.
I mean, I played enough video games where the putt I can kind of understand. Now, my only question is when you're on the green, you're kneeled down. Is there a button you press where it turns multicolor like that, and it's got the like little arrows that kind of go
on
yeah,
most
yeah,
days.
there's
depends.
There's some of that up there.
right?
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Depends
gonna
on
be
the
only
power
way I
situation of the
probably-
county
Very
at the
small,
time.
but it's around the green. You just
Speaking
have to
of-
walk it.
Yeah, speaking of sports, there, getting real fucking excited for this first Bucks preseason game here.
You kind of have a stash like somebody that
Well,
we
I-
have that's going to be a quarterback.
Now, who has a stash right now? Is it Trask or is it Mayfield?
Baker's been known
Baker's
for,
got a little bit of a handlebar every
having
once in a
some
while.
Stash.
All right, so am I just now? It's not even ironic anymore. Now I'm just literally assimilating into the culture accidentally. Is that what's happening? Because I thought it was ironic. That's the only
Everything,
reason
everywhere, all at once, buddy.
it took me 20 minutes to shave this beard off and get this shit all. And then literally as soon as I shaved, the beard was like, let me back out. But you know what? I'm going on vacation next September, like I said, this September. And so I'm going to go mustache until I can take those 7 days off. And because it takes a little bit of time to regrow back the beard, right? You know, you can't, which was
That thing is coarse.
COVID
I'm
was
just
fun.
looking at it.
COVID
though.
was fun because I literally went beard, mustache, because you could regrow your beard because you're wearing that big fucking mask on your face. But you can't, being in the restaurant on the floor, you don't want to have like shitty stubble, and so you need like a week to grow it back. But I'm afraid I'm getting to that age. I'm 37 now, right? And I'm starting to thin out a little bit on the top of my head, and it's been 2 years since I've shaved into the mustache. So I legit had the thought the other day. I was like, what if this doesn't grow back quite as full as it did the first time?
Well, I think it's just kind of like it's just transferring. It's melting. It's melting off the top of your head, and it's just
facial
forming
hair
to the
always
bottom
keeps
of your
coming
head.
back because you gotta shave it. It just like screwing
Well,
with
yeah.
you.
I mean, yeah. And
That's what that comes back. And the ones up top just go away, and then,
Right.
But these keep coming back. It's like
I am
not
thin-
only
I'm
are
thinning
am I
up here.
making you
Yeah.
bald by robbing all the cells up at the top of the scalp.
I'm
going to keep growing.
I had somebody tell me no matter what you do, beard, mustache, whatever, and someone I really trust, they're like, don't ever go babyface again. I went babyface like 4 years ago, and they were just like, nope, that's not for you anymore. Like that just doesn't work for your style. So I got to keep on that regimen. But yeah, so we got Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask, and that's kind of what's going on. I mean, Mike Evans, he just turned 30, 31, something like that. And
No, he's probably like 34,
you think?
33.
Well, he's not on celebrity birthdays tonight, but
Is
when
he?
your best players are basically either Mike Evans or Tristan Wirfs, and that's it. And Mayo's still holding on to hope that 2 weeks into the season,
Tom Brady's just
Tom
gonna
Brady's just going to magically come
come
back.
out of the tunnel.
He's still hoping. He's just going to be like running out with Rob on his shoulder, or he's on Rob's. He's on Rob's
Gronk's
shoulder.
gonna be
Yeah.
carrying him out. And they're like, we're starting.
Like
They're
Mayo
like,
still
"Yep."
has this fantasy that it's going to happen, but I'm excited, Dad. Let's get this bar built because I'm excited to watching these Bucks games for better or worse. And then you got like the only quarterback I really wanted to fucking watch this year, Joe Burrows,
Oh yeah.
is now injured, and they said several weeks, possibly into the season. Who knows? So what's the draw now? Now I just got to wait till October when hockey season comes back. I mean, what?
That Joe Burrows, Jay Morse.
And the one jersey I actually have is for the kicker, Ryan Suckup. And I'm sure we mentioned this on the podcast, but he's been released from the Buccaneers. So now I have a kicker jersey that, even though was just funny, is now obsolete. But he won a lot of games that season.
You should hang on to that jersey. Also,
why I bought
maybe
it, yeah.
use it for a Hall of Fame kind of thing.
Put it around the garage, man.
Maybe.
I mean, I
don't
got
know.
so much. Now at this point, I've gotten so much stuff to put on the walls of the garage bar, but the garage bar's taken so long that I don't know necessarily if it's going to start looking like an Applebee's, man.
Oh well, that's
Like, for
okay,
real.
and I'm okay with that. Are you not okay with having this place turned
Can't
into an
see it from my
Applebee's?
house. You're not
Dad,
the one living there.
Do you have a jersey that you would like to retire in Jeremy's new bar?
His garage. Yeah, but anyway, so
No?
what do you guys
The
think?
jersey from what?
I
be
don't know.
rough.
Anything. Is there any jersey that you'd like to give up?
Probably
John Lynch.
No, he's gonna wear
No.
that Lynch jersey and that Derek. Well, the Lynch jersey someone
Brooks jersey,
stole
you don't get.
or he lost, one of the two, right?
Well, that was Brooks, the white one.
oh, okay.
The white Brooks.
Mom just got you that one, right?
So I said, if you get, last year.
Yeah.
But with the orange color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom bought that for Dad because he had since lost his Derek Brooks jersey and didn't know where it was, and Mom bought him a creamsicle version of it, which was awesome, and
Dude.
bought me the Ryan Suckup jersey, and yeah,
I've been seeing this Mighty Ducks jersey at the gym.
Who
They do
didn't
like
get a
the-
jersey from Mom this year?
I was looking for the Iceland team, man.
There's only one of
they're all
us that
sold
didn't
out.
get the jersey
They're
from
all sold
Mom.
out. But I
year.
was like at the gym, and I was telling you, man, there's Mighty Ducks like silent bid auction thing, and
on
it
the
has
like
it,
original
Mighty
District
Ducks.
5 on the
Not
original District 5.
No, it's like I think
If it just said like ducks, right?
well, it's absolutely from like the movie Mighty Ducks. So I think it's
like the
District 5.
original
Yeah.
sweater without the actual duck
the
on it.
green and the yellow and Oregon, like it
Because
basically
they,
it's like
they,
Oregon
they
Ducks.
keep the same color scheme at the end of one, but they have the duck on there. And then the duck becomes like teal, and then they turn into Team USA in the second one.
Right.
And then the third one, they're playing in like the Harvard or college jerseys, or not even, it's a private high school, let's be real.
They're playing for their scholarships, man.
yeah.
And did those
That
Ducks
was a
fly
fun
for
one,
those
too.
scholarships?
I gotta rewatch those movies. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. We're gonna take a quick little break. I need a cigarette so badly you could not imagine. But we have celebrity birthdays coming up next. Dad is up first, and I guarantee he's getting the double bubble right off the rip. So don't go anywhere. Dad, what do you say?
See you in a few.
Ryan.
Can't wait.
We'll be right back.
All right, we'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th, I was intoxicated. I drank all of those days. I drank.
Let's get drunk. Yeah, now we're talking. All right.
Guys, welcome back to segment 2 of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage every Thursday right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going a little late tonight, but just 30 minutes behind, which is good. It's good. It's nice to shake things up. It gets your blood moving, makes you feel younger, stuff like that. Make sure, speaking of making yourself feel younger, get all sorts of tips and tricks and see our beautiful faces. And if you were watching live right now, or if you're not and you want to recap the show on YouTube, just go to YouTube, Tiger Cage Media, the channel, subscribe, ring that little bell for notifications, and you'll see us in these beautiful new t-shirts that we're about to debut. Probably, I think, around... Well, if you listen out there on Monday, wherever you get your podcast drip, I think we should have the store up and in place. And that has been a fucking battle, man. I mean, I took that extra day off on Tuesday because Mayo got a hold of me at 11 a.m. And he's like, hey, man, you want your one day off, your one extra day off a month? I'll take your shift. Because I keep my schedule. I don't give up shifts. But one
he
day
got you-
a month.
he got you perfectly.
He got me on
He got you in
August
the
1st.
elevator.
He got me on August 1st. He's like, hey, man, you want your one day off a month? I was like, well, shit, now I done burned it. But I worked
"Yes,
for
I do."
9 hours. I worked on the merch shop. I worked on the T-shirts. And, we got a Honeymooners Bar and Grill shirt coming out to you. And that looks, me and Ryan are real
I'm digging
excited
that
about
one.
that one. These are not actual representations of the shirts you are seeing. I think I went way too fucking big on them. So I'm going to have to shrink them down a little bit. But you'll get the best product for your best price, ladies and gentlemen. So celebrity birthdays got
Callahan
going on
Auto
here.
Parts.
This one, like I said, for August 3rd, 2023, celebrity birthdays. Dad is up first. He will get this double bubble. He is 9 points behind Ryan. It is time to go. What do you boys say?
Go.
All right, let's do it.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday. Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There's no birthday party for you here.
All right, guys, celebrity birthdays. First birthday up. Ryan, avert your eyes, you fucking pervert. I'll tear your eyes out of your skull if you take this away from Dad. All right, first birthday we have up for you. I mean, we were probably just talking about him in the last segment. The greatest of all time. Hails from fucking Boston, but doesn't really. Hails from California, actually. San Mateo. And it's his birthday, and... very happy birthday goes out to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Tom Brady. Dad, Tom Brady, you're up first, buddy.
Yep, he
Come on.
47.
47. Ryan?
48. I mean, 48.
Dad's going to get it, but no double bubble. He's 46, man. They were talking about how he's 45 for the last, year.
like,
That's
there's
all they're
no
like,
way.
he's 45.
Damn.
There's no way he's going to retire. Blah, blah, blah. He's 40. But I see what you did there. It has been a little while since he retired and since they've been saying 45 over and over and over again. So you went one up on that, but you get the point, man. And I'm proud of you. So, happy birthday, Tom. We fucking miss you.
Come back.
Please come back.
Just one more year, man.
Just so
What's one more year in the
Just
sun,
so I have something
man?
to
Come on.
fucking watch, man. Honestly, just have it. Yeah. All right. Next birthday we have up for you,
That
Ryan.
first year, he
Pierce
was a
those
magician.
eyes.
That was for sure.
It's gonna be Ryan's turn up next. Hey,
James Hetfield.
whoa. See the lights. Yeah, very happy birthday goes out to lead singer and frontman of Metallica, Mr. James Hetfield. Hit the lights.
He's probably like 55.
55, double nickel. Dad, what do you think? Metallica, man.
That's an old band. 56.
Dad's going to do the one over, the $1 Bob, and he's going to get it because of that, because Hetfield's actually 60 today, man.
Ooh.
Oh, give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Hey. He always did like this, almost going to say shit into the microphone, but he just like, and then he would do that. That was, man, I saw him once in 8th grade. They were fucking banging, dude. That's a band you got to see at least once. Whoa. Sorry, I'm going to keep doing it unless somebody stops me. Next birthday we got going on for you. Dad is up. She just posed for Sports Illustrated, the swimsuit issue. Pretty controversial to some, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I would or not. She had a cooking show for a very long time.
Caitlyn Jenner.
She has all sorts of home decor. She is very best friends with Snoop Dogg. And a very happy birthday goes out to the lovely homemaker, the number one, the still foxy in all these years, Mrs. Martha Stewart.
Martha.
Dad is up on that one. He's
84.
He's going deep in his mind there.
She's 74.
Ooh, Dad's gonna get that one. She is 82 today, Martha.
Dang, Martha.
I'm just having a real tough inner struggle on whether I would or not.
Would what?
Take her out for lunch.
I'm going
Have
with
a
would.
beer with Snoop Dogg?
All right, yes. Have a beer and a joint with Snoop Dogg. Yes, while she makes me and Snoop Dogg brownies. Yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Snoop.
All right, this next guy, it's weird because his last name is one last name that he's given to one of his sons who's an actor, but also his other real last name is a last name his other son, the coach of the Mighty Ducks, has. And then he has a dad
Sheen.
as well. But very happy birthday goes out to Mr. And I loved him. And my favorite was Catch Me If You Can. Frank.
He was
What was the
also
name of
good
that
in The
little
Departed.
dog?
He was good in
Frank,
The
what was the
Departed.
name of that little dog? The
You know
dog.
what? That dog
had passed.
Yeah.
All right, very happy birthday goes out to, and it's Ryan's turn, Mr. Martin Sheen.
He's probably 80.
I'm gonna go 80. Shit.
That's close because.
So his last real name is Estevez. I did not know that.
Yeah.
But you got Emilio Estevez and you got
They're all
Charlie
like-
Sheen. So
He went to Chaminade when Uncle
Cincinnati
Jerry
area.
Or Uncle, my
well,
Uncle
he's
Jerry.
he was born in Dayton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they went to Chaminade. So I know Uncle Jerry was because Dad was 80.
He looks like Chief. Like,
I'm trying to subtract, and he'd had to been within 2 years of Jerry. So I'm going to say
what'd Ryan say?
80.
80.
81.
Should have just gone for the 83, man, because he is 83 today. I could feel that on the tip of your tongue. I knew that's where you were about to go with it. All right, well, that gets the point again. Jesus, man, you're tacking away right now. There's no double bubbles for Ryan. Ryan got 1 point. What? You got 3? I think. Last birthday up for you. Ryan's turn, or Dad's turn again. He won a bunch of medals as a swimmer. More recent than the guy that did the subway, the real weird looking guy. But the most recent guy, I think he did it in what was the last Olympics? Korea?
I think.
Ryan Lochte. It's his birthday today. I don't know. I don't watch summer. I watch winter. Give me a break. Keep hoping Shaun White's going to come out here and just shred some gnar.
Well, I mean, that's...
Give me something to fucking watch, dude. Give me the fucking... I want to see the snow blowing. I want to watch swimmers and people running on asphalt. Fuck that. Ryan Lochte, happy birthday goes out to him today. It is Dad's turn up first. Ryan Lochte, the swimmer. Ryan Lochte probably won the most medals in the most recent one, I want to say. I don't know. It sounds very recent. I remember the name. You remember the name. Ryan Lochte.
If I saw his face, I'd probably recognize him, maybe. But
so
I'm just going to say he's probably 26.
26.
He is probably 35.
Ryan is way closer, and even though that is way, way different, he's 39 today. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Don't worry, there's no birthday party for you here.
Got home last night, went to Home Depot on my way home from work. Dad, you'd be proud. The rain had already stopped, so I knew I was available to get this insulation. Went in there, and again, like, it's becoming this goddamn tradition where I just stop at Home Depot on the way home from work 3 times a week. And I'm like, am I turning into Mike Breachak right now? Like, this is fucking scary.
It's like Back to the Future.
This is literally, I mean, I don't understand what's going on. I'm like, all right, and my car just starts fucking veering to the side.
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared.
So I walk in, and I'm just like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab an orange flat cart because I know that's what I'm gonna need. I know exactly what aisle the insulation's in. That's fucking sad, dude.
Well, dude,
I'm just
what
saying,
aisle
man.
is it, bruh?
So it's all the way towards the far left, second from the back.
What aisle?
In the roofing aisle. But you got to go towards the back end of the store. And
What's the number?
Well, mine are at the back bay 8, and aisle 18, bay 8, I believe. And yeah, they're there. And so I load one more of those on, and then I get the short roll of the R13, the 15-inch. Get all that, and I just had this fucking like dick swinging feeling about me. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my work clothes, but I gotta get some shit done when I get home. I'm gonna have a couple beers, but and then I'm gonna run out of Staples because I'm an idiot, and I'm not gonna buy any Staples here at the hardware store. I'll just, so.
If there was a McDonald's there, you probably would have.
I smelled something, but that's in the country or Parkside Mall. Yeah. So there's just like, what's the Panda Express is there. 5 Guys, everybody's cooking. It's only 8:30, so there's all that food. And I'm like, I'm gonna go home and make myself a turkey sandwich after I get done insulating the ceiling. Fucking idiot. Yeah. So, but you get home from work, and so I'm out there, and I was like, I gotta have a beer or two before I start scoring and measuring all this insulation stuff. So I put on the slippers to walk out there because I left my flip-flops in the garage, and it's a big operation with insulation. Everything's going to be cut in the garage, and Benny's not allowed out there because he's going to rub against it and start licking his fur, and then I'm going to have a bigger problem on my hand. So I have to do this whole, like, even at 2 a.m. while I'm up here do this backyard charade that you and I do, where we go out the side door of the garage and then up through the Benny's room door. And I got to do that so he stays the fuck out of there and he doesn't hurt himself with all the insulation that's laying all over the garage. He's very upset at me whenever I lock him out of that garage because he's just like me. He's just like his dad. I spend more time in that garage than I think sleeping in the bedroom, in the bathroom, fucking hanging out in the living room. I spend more time in that goddamn garage than I spend in any. So he likes to be out there with me.
Once that bar gets built,
and when he can't come out with me, all I hear is that him rapping on that fucking door. Just be like, dude. I'm like, sorry, man, you can't come out here for at least 2 days until I get all these panels hung up and the floor swept, and then you can come back out. So been doing that, and so that's been my day off routine, is just going to fucking Home Depot. And then the first thing, I don't know what it is. Do you guys have the same thing? When I get home, the second I change my clothes out of work gear into regular gear, I have to take a shit.
I mean, I do have
Anybody
to use
else
the
on
bathroom
there?
after work. Yeah.
Anybody else on there? It's like I can poop in public. Like, it's not like my body shuts down like the don't poop while you're here at work. No, I pooped at work plenty of time. It's like my body just knows, like, we want that toilet. And I'm trying to, like, have a beer. I'm trying to get my podcast started. Not this podcast, but like the podcast I listen to. Go out in the garage, have a beer, have a couple cigarettes, and you have that first hit of the cigarette, and you're just like, fuck, man. So you got to get up, and like that's my biggest thing. Like, getting home is like immediately a shit every single time.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. You don't do that either?
Well, I go right in the morning. Right in the morning.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, I have my morning routine, but I'm just saying, like, for some reason I can't.
No,
walk
I
through,
do. Absolutely.
I can't walk through the threshold from work to home without taking a shit. Dad, what do you do when you get home at 2:30 and you're not coming into a couple drunk assholes getting ready to do a podcast? You've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday that you get home from work. What do you do? What do you do?
Just sit around.
You change clothes, right? Mm-hmm. Do you come out here or do you sit in the living room? You don't sit in the backyard, I guarantee you that.
No, unless it's been kind of cloudy or whatever. But no, we usually come up here and I just listen to
AM
radio, 970.
All right. Thought you would have more of a story there for us, but anything fun you do? Like, do you bounce around on the couches? Come on, man. He's like, no, I just have like 9-10 beers, and you know.
Yep. Nope. He.
Yep. Nope.
No, most of the time you can find a little shade in the back. If he
well,
likes,
so how do you let him out? Have you just not been letting him out the last? Because, ladies and gentlemen out there in listener land, Dad has basically accidentally curated his cat Louie to be able to go out into the backyard, and this cat is like 8-9 years old, so it doesn't try to run, it doesn't try to go over the fences, it just likes to go outside. And when Ryan and I try to go out for a cigarette, it's like trying to get out the door, and we're like, hey, Louie, get back. But I can't imagine if you're not spending any time out there, is he getting out there or what?
Occasionally.
This is real journalism right here, man.
Occasionally he gets out there, but it's got to be kind of cloudy or get cooler or whatever.
Yeah.
But
they love it.
Usually he's almost just as happy to come bounce up on this or that table and stare out the window.
Oh, I couldn't find Benny for 45 minutes to an hour like 3 weeks ago before I got any of that insulation installed. And he's just out there on the fucking garage floor just loving that. Literally. It's a wood garage, ladies and gentlemen, uninsulated. This thing is 105 with humidity of get me the fuck out of here as soon as I step into here. And he's just hanging out on the fucking bottom floor of it like, oh, this is the life. You know what I mean? You know, cats... Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, never mind. Anyway.
Yep, they're funny creatures.
Yeah, they are. Well, we were never cat people. Mm-hmm. And then I got Benny and everybody fell in love with him. And they're like, well, this seems pretty cool because it's very easy, man. It's very fucking easy. Like, it's not like a dog. You don't got to walk it. And for the most part, it doesn't want anything to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. And then you shake that tin. If you need its attention, there's certain treats and things that you can just shake. And then it just comes running up to you. And you're like, here, man, I'm going to go dip out. Like, I am so terrible that I feel guilty every time I leave. Like, for the podcast, when I know I'm going to be gone all day and it's my day off. Like,
well, and you get to talk to your cat, too, via the app that you have.
Oh, I did that the other day. I felt so bad about this, but I got a trigger for he was in the back room and he set off one of the cameras, and I get a trigger for when like anyone does anything, and he never goes by this camera, and he was chilling by the camera, and I was like, and I was in the back at work, and I was like, oh, looks like Benny tripped the camera. Let me go to the live cam, see if he's still there. And he was still fucking there. So I went on voice, and I was like, hey, buddy. What's up? And he's all like doing this shit. You can't see me. You gotta go to Tiger Cage Media YouTube. He's like all like up in the fucking camera, and like when they get right in the fucking camera, it looks like a Beastie Boys video, and they're like, now don't tell me to stop. And I was like, dude, get out of the fucking camera. And he's all up in there, and I'm talking to him. He's like, what the fuck? And then immediately I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be home for like 3 hours. And He knows that, but now he thinks I'm like home early because he heard my voice, and everyone's like, dude, you need to fucking chill out
and
like,
greet 505.
505
right now.
just sat, and you need to get some waters out there right now. And I was like, all right, that's fine. That's fair. But yeah, no, I get weird with that guy. I love that kid, man. He just hit his second birthday this month.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Still on his first life.
Cat dad. Well, if they literally just go to tigercagemedia.com, go to the Tiger Cage website. Ryan redesigned the logo, and it's a fucking cat. We're now all cat people, Ryan. Get on board. Where's your cat? You need to get your cat. You still got Clyde.
We'll get.
I want to see a cat
Clyde with-
riding Clyde with a little saddle, man. That would be like Clyde's like, all right, maybe you can help me out here. Every time these squirrels come around this backyard, I'm gonna let you pretend, and then you're going to jump, and you're going to run like it. They're gonna give him some reinforcement, man.
We're gonna swap.
Maybe
We're
weld
gonna
it.
swap.
Weld
I'm
it
gonna
stronger in the corner.
I'm gonna go take a nap, and then I'm gonna come back out, and then he just sleeps,
We're gonna do shifts.
and then
We're
never
on
comes
squirrel
out. It's
patrol.
like I thought this dude was gonna come replace me, man.
I
on these
like
shifts.
it. I like it. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick little commercial break. We're going to come back. Advice to our younger selves. Can't wait to see how this goes. This is, they call us a Breeze Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage. Episode 106. Dad, what do you say?
See you very shortly.
Ryan,
I was overheating after this time.
let's go get a cig and let's put this AC back on. We'll be right back, guys. Bye.
Yeah! Tonight! Blow the lid off the joint! Yeah!
That does sound good.
Guys, welcome back to They Call Us a Breeze, episode 106. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra, live here from the Tiger Cage. Hanging out. Had a nice round of celebrity birthdays last round, so if you're just catching us live, make sure you go back and listen to that every Monday, wherever you get your podcast drip. And check out our duds, man, on the YouTube channel. Go to Tiger Cage Media YouTube and check out the episode. We're wearing some new t-shirts here. Like I said, way too fucking big, but we're going to have these things scaled down and available for you consumers probably by Monday, wherever you get the podcast drip. So go out there, spend your fucking money. We're going to do a grand opening sale, right, Ryan? Something like that?
Yeah, I think
I talked to Crosley, and he's like,
grand
hey,
opening
we're going to do, you know, yeah, he does. And Crosley's probably going to do, I think he said something about like free shipping on orders of like $35 or over and 10% off for the grand opening week. So
That's what the guy wants.
sounds pretty fucking good to me. That sounds like a good deal. Because, I mean, shirts are modestly priced at about $20, but they're going to be $18 with that 10% off. So make sure
We
got to
get out of his contract.
Yeah, we really do. That guy's a nasty guy. He's bleeding out the pen, and we got no more ink left in us. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Well, guys, hanging out. I gave you guys a little bit of homework this week. Do you guys do your homework at all? I know I texted Dad. I texted you fair and square at least 24 hours in advance. And I texted Ryan as well while he was standing next to me, just to give him that reminder for when he was drunk later that night to, think about this, dickhead. But advice to your younger selves. Now, I'm thinking right in that fucking good area of 12 to 14, where I was the biggest jackass version of myself. You know what I mean? Just the worst. And I'm thinking first,
What were you listening to?
Well, at 12 to 14, it was like a very weird, eclectic mix of like I was listening to any bands that were on the Dazed and Confused soundtrack, but at the same time, I was like, I am into Blink-182,
Alkaline
MXP.
Trio.
No, that was before. That was 9th grade. We're talking 6 to 8. I'm listening to MXPX. I'm listening to Blink-182 before they even signed Travis fucking Barker. Thank you very much. I'm a big, huge fan of Ben Folds 5, which doesn't make any sense. And then, Sublime is king. When you're in middle school, Sublime is king. Like, at the age I was at, Sublime was king when you were in middle school.
You're listening to Coconut Pete, too.
Coconut Pete?
Yeah.
Pina Colada Berg?
Yeah.
Yep. I wrote that song 5.5 fucking years before you were in the goddamn map. Ooh! Pina Colada Berg. Son of a bitch.
But anyways,
yeah.
you're
No,
a
yeah,
hellion
for sure.
from 12 to 14.
Yeah, I was a little hellion. No, I listened to Led Zeppelin. I was learning James Taylor guitar songs all the time in middle school. So it's not like I was a little hell. But middle school is also your Metallica phase. So I went through the huge Metallica phase at that point.
You were just trying to pick out the perfect playlist. That way, when you did get your
I would
license,
just go back to those 3 years, you know, and I would go, okay, man, I understand. Here's my first one. I understand you like Blink-182. Okay,
We get that.
I understand it. You don't have to dress and look like Blink-182. You don't. You don't have to wear these fucking piped Dickie shorts that go down past your knees that are really fucking wide, and then wear high top Chucks with big socks that go up to your knees, and then you've got, you know, your spiky hair. You've got the spiky hair, and you use so much expensive gel to get that hair to spike the way you want it to. You know what I mean? You don't have to do all these things. That would be the first thing I would tell myself. What's the first thing you would tell yourself? I'm looking at you, Ryan.
Morley.
Morley?
No.
Don't get
What the
that
hell?
tent on that camping trip. Going to change your life forever.
Dawson's Creek will end. Do not invest so much time in it.
Okay.
First and
That's
foremost.
the first and foremost. You were really you just didn't want to wait till your life was over.
Well, I mean, it was the tail end after Mighty Ducks. What are you gonna? What's a 9-year-old gonna do? You know? Guess I got skate.
Well, you were jealous of me and Mom watching that on her bed. That was me and Mom's show, dude. You were outside. Were you like
I watched
outside?
it.
Hold on. Were you like outside the fucking door while me and Mom did our
No.
Mom and Jeremy time? We watched Dawson's Creek every week. Dad
I would
wasn't
watch it
even
with you.
invited.
The only time I did not able
And
to
you were
watch is
through
when Pacey started hooking up with his teacher. That was like 2 weekends
and they were just
that
like
I was not able to
and they
watch
were just
it.
like, nice. That's it, right?
Nice.
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 I remember that episode, the Pacey hooking up with the teacher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, can I watch this? And then Jackass came on right after. Anyways.
Schmear,
I would
schmear.
probably... Dude, I don't know, man. Like
You just said your fucking first one, did you
Yeah,
not?
I'm
Okay,
good.
Dad, what's your
Yeah.
first thing you would tell young dad? Young dad. We're talking like middle school dad.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of things, but I mean, the one thing I was going to go to, and it was kind of like a lot about what you were talking about. I wished I would have kept practicing more on music, you know, and finding guys to play with.
You're not
So-
half bad if you
well, I
if
know,
you
but
learn.
if I had,
You can learn on the fly.
I know, but if I could have hooked up with guys and just played around with that I know or something, you know, you'd get in way better practice, get a lot faster. And
Yeah, some certain skills that neither three of us have at this point.
yeah. If you really, because I mean, Randy down, you know, up in Tennessee, I mean, he can pick it
Yeah.
and very well.
Well, that's weird because it's like you're only as good as like who you sit around with, but in your case, you might have had a guy who could have made you a lot better had you stuck to a side like Algie.
I can assure you, if I had never left Tennessee, I would have sounded a lot better.
Yeah.
Because me and Randy have been playing all.
Well, God bless it
all
that you
along.
went back to Dayton, buddy, because that's
Oh,
why
yeah,
I'm
that-
here, and that's why Ryan's here.
Exactly.
That's how I know Charlie. And,
this whole
Yeah.
thing. Well, what I will say, what was I gonna? Damn.
well, if you want to go on your number two
Did you
before I
say
get to
you're-
mine, things you would have told yourself. I mean, like,
Oh, never mind. I remember. You go first, though.
okay, Jinkos, just don't. Just fucking don't, dude. They look retarded. They look. I hate to use the R
Did
word.
that coincide with soaps?
No,
There
no.
they are.
It was at the same time as soaps, but yeah, like Jinkos. Literally, who needs a 40-inch pipe on jeans? And if you guys, some of you guys are younger. Actually, some of our friends are actually younger and don't remember these. They were denim jeans that literally were like the size of atom bombs around our ankles. I mean, just they look like clown pants, right? I mean, right, Dad? You remember when we used to wear those things? And we used to, you know, Mom, we didn't make her go full price. We went to the like discount stores, go to Bell's and blah, 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 wherever they had the defect Jinkos, you know, because all we wore was Jinkos. And it's just such a stupid fucking look now that I think back to it. I'm like, why were we so obsessed with that? And I would go back and smack myself in the face and be like, dude, wear fucking skinny jeans and start that. You know what I mean? Just start that early.
Well, then also you have to think like whoever's doing the rack, they're like, I'm only gonna get 5 pairs. I get like 10 pairs of Dockers on these things, Levi's, but only get 5 pairs on these. Like, how am I gonna?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's annoying.
It's a shipment problem at that point, I believe.
What's up, guys?
How was it?
Our producer,
We got a lot
Mom,
of
is
stuff.
parading a bunch of young children from Treasure Island Fun Center back into the house.
Guarantee
So,
probably had a blast.
yeah, I'm guaranteeing they had a blast, and we're going to hear about it on the next commercial break. But yeah, so the Jinkos, the spiky hair, you're not in Blink-182. Stop dressing like you're in Blink-182. I would tell myself one thing. Dude, learn or don't stop saxophone. Because I played that for a year and a half, 2 years
'cause
in
that'll-
band.
yeah, what do you-
I played tenor saxophone, which is, for those of you out there, if you look at a saxophone, you got the guy. If it's not a huge one that sits way down between the guy's knees, that's a baritone. You got a regular one's about medium size that has a gooseneck where the guy blows on the mouthpiece, in layman's terms, or you got the slender, straight mouthpiece, and it's kind of more up on the guy's chest. That's an alto. I
Yeah.
played tenor, which is the middle of the two. And you want to talk about some sweet Kenny fucking G, fucking Kirk Whalum, fucking.
So let me ask you a question.
I was out there playing Baker Street, you know. I mean, I was out there doing, you know, I was doing all that shit. Like,
Yeah, he was.
What circumstance have you happened upon in the past
I
2
could
weeks that you just decided, hey, I need to I just
Anytime I
damn it,
think
I
about-
should know this.
You wanna know
I
what it
need
is?
the sax right now.
You
If
want
I
to know what
had-
it is? You want to
Like,
know what it is?
What scenarios are you
I will
getting
tell you
into,
right
bro?
now. I will tell you right now exactly the scenario it is.
Damn it! If I just would have kept at the sax.
The only time I've ever regretted not continuing with the saxophone is the drunken covers, right? I'm starting to think of what's the next drunken cover going to be? What's the next drunken cover going to be? And I keep thinking, like, I want to do an Aerosmith song, but I want to do, like, you know, like a big one. And all of them, no pun intended, big one. But all of them like, Franny, and I'm like, God damn it, I could do that. I know I could. I'm drunk enough. I'm high enough. I'm smoky enough. I could melt that fucking saxophone right in that pocket. But
You
I
start
don't
showing
have
up.
I don't have the skills anymore. And I bought that tenor off Uncle Vinton, or I got the tenor off Uncle Vinton. I replaced the cage. I replaced the reed, and and then I got a strap for it. And I guess the pads were still just rotted. So they're like, you need to repad this whole thing. And I was like, nope, not going to do that.
So,
Don't give a
Dad,
shit about that.
If we see Jeremy walk in with some bandanas around his wrists, we know he's been.
If I start
hammering
walking
at that
around with a
sax
fucking,
with some-
if I start walking around with a goddamn microphone stand with scarves on it, then you
It's
can
like,
be
oh,
like,
he's learning the sax.
listen. Yeah, did you hear? I mean, I guess are they back on? They're back. They're
Well,
on.
hey,
they're like
perfect.
they're like a cold ex-girlfriend, man. They had the residency in Vegas, and then Steven got sick again, and then they canceled the residency, and now they said they're back on for a certain amount of tour, but not the full tour. And it's like it's like Aerosmith. If you can't figure it out, you're too old. You just got to give up at this point. Like, if you can't keep it straight, you know.
Well, let's just keep, just
Well, that's
making
why
sure that
Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley are
Steve looks
genius.
good. That's a perfect segue to my second.
All right, you're second. Thank you. Good.
Talking about live music.
All right, cool. Love it.
I wish I'd never got involved with the Gaslight Edition. Watching them, going out to shows, supporting. It was probably one of the worst decisions I think I've ever made in my entire life.
I'm almost there
And
with you.
I skateboarded
I'm almost there with you.
Hit my head on the concrete a lot of times, and I don't even regret that as much as going to Gaslight Edition shows. But,
For your sake, I wish you would have gone out.
just want to let you know, and even
Yeah, that's terrible. That's a bad one.
psych.
But you're second. What would you tell young Ryan? 12 years old, maybe don't.
I would say, you
maybe,
know what?
Maybe don't drink vodka out of a
Exactly,
fucking Gatorade
right
bottle.
down around the corner and
at
across the
the
bridge.
fucking mini park 2 blocks away and get tested in the hospital, and your blood comes up with THC in it at the same time.
No, that didn't cross
Fucking
my
idiot.
mind.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
not that. No,
That was okay. So you want to keep that part in the history books? Go on.
Yeah, that was a learning lesson. I'm glad that it happened, and I would not divert from it. But Smirnoff in a park that's not lit, guys, don't do it. Don't do it.
Smirnoff.
We
Yeah.
won't do that.
So your second is not that, or it is that, because you were like, just kidding.
No,
So
just
that's
keep painting.
All right.
Just keep your creative side up.
Dad, give me
and
another
never-
one.
never
Give me another one.
stray
What
from
would
that.
you tell young Dad? How about around the time that we were born, all us boys? Like, what's something you did maybe back then that you might be like, fuck, I wish I would have done that a little different.
Yeah, you know.
There's a child hopping over the
Like,
fence.
dude, they're getting some.
There's a what?
they're
There's
getting
a child
baseball.
hopping over the fence and spreeing the compound right now. We got a spree of the compound. If this was David Koresh right now, I would have eyes on him. All right.
That's our muscle. That's the muscle.
Oh, he's getting something out of the car, I guess.
So, if you were talking to young Mike Breachek, man, I mean, what do you say? Like that age, Mike Breachek. you
Yeah,
know?
I'd say, you know, if they like the sports,
Microphone.
if they like the sport, let them play the sport, but don't try
force
to,
it on them.
Yeah, don't try to make them feel like they have to do it.
It's for us.
Oh
you
yeah,
think?
yeah.
Because we were pretty good, like on our own, but maybe the second we were like kind of like, oh man, come on, like that's probably where I turned around, and Adam probably was just like, well, Adam was the catcher, so you know
We
He
could have had.
hated it.
he just hated his fucking
He
life.
hated it. But he's the
I-
only one who wasn't afraid to get hit with a ball that bounced off the plate or something, you know.
And I was afraid. That's why they put me on the mound.
All the rest of them, it goes all the way back to the backstop every single time.
Yeah.
Dad, didn't you have a Reese Puff cereal deal going for Adam at one time? You're brokering? No,
I-
that wasn't at Northeast. Little
Vaguely,
League?
vaguely
Oh.
familiar. Sounds vaguely familiar. Guys, we're going to take a quick little commercial break, get our last cigarette in before we head on to segment 4, the final segment of They Call Us the Breeze, episode 106. Live from the Tiger Cage. There he is, man. See, you got to try to like stun him every once in a while. You got to like wait for it. Dad, what do you say, man? Let's get out of here for a second.
Alrighty, let's take a break.
All right, man.
All right, be right
All
back.
right, we'll be right back, guys. Bye-bye.
What up, Council? I am JT Parr. All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
That is goddamn right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final segment of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra here live from the Tiger Cage. Had that one on deck. We are here in episode 106, this one for August the 3rd of 2023. Last segment, final segment before we get out of here, guys. Headlines, real or fake?
Ooh,
a lot of
I
shit,
always
a lot
loved
of
it.
shit
I
going
like
on.
this one because I really get to subconsciously look inside of what Remy's thinking and
Well-
how he's going to try to throw us off.
The fun part is half of these headlines are actually real.
Well,
okay?
I think we got like 3 out of 4 right off the bat.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and this is no
Correct.
contest. We don't keep score
No.
on something like this. This isn't like celebrity birthdays, but every once in a while, I like to do headlines, real or fake, and basically what this is out there for a listening lane. If you haven't heard this before, I'm going to come out with about 10 headlines. Okay, half of them are going to be real, half of them are going to be fake, and just going to see what these guys think about it.
All I'm saying is Ted Krasinski's brother knew what. Just
Ted
turned him in.
Kaczynski's brother. Well, that should be fucking definitely worthy of some news. But you guys want to get to it? Let's do it. All right, time for some breaking news. This one for, what I say, August the 3rd of 2023. A couple headlines for you over the last week since our last podcast. We'll see if these guys know whether it's real or fake. And first one we're going to come up with here tonight. Get my notepad up here. All right. Singer Gwen Stefani is now going by Glenn Stefani.
No way.
You don't think?
She's a smoking babe.
Are you kidding me? I mean, you read her lyrics on some of those songs on Tragic
Absolute-
Kingdom.
Dude,
Well-
this isn't the interview when like Marshall Mathers
Does Blake
comes
Shelton-
out and he says,
Does Blake Shelton know about that?
I'm just Blake Shelton. I mean, is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Dad. Kudos to Dad for knowing. So is that the one who's married to Gwen? Dad's like, oh,
Because he
absolutely.
was married to Miranda
I've been following.
Lambert.
I go, it's basically like taking Marilyn Monroe and just out of nowhere
let's
just
stop.
saying,
Let's stop
"Nah."
for a second to just recognize that Dad knows that Blake Shelton's married to Gwen Stefani,
'cause The Voice.
and knows that he was previously married to who? Miranda Lambert. Yeah, so Dad knows all this stuff.
Dad's a huge.
You never cease to surprise me, my friend, with your Like,
He's a
you
huge
know
Blake
more about the
Shelton fan.
CMT life, or CMZ, I should say. What is it?
No, I don't really watch any of that.
TMZ? Is that?
Yeah.
It's a TMZ?
Oh,
Is that-
TMZ,
okay.
that thing?
Well,
The
either way,
Hollywood-
you're,
Out in
you're
LA?
up on the celebrity, like, People magazine. You're like, seen it. Don't need to buy that
How's
issue.
that
Well,
Bob-
I mean, they talk about stuff like that on the radio, country music radios or whatever with Blake Shelton.
You listen to a lot of country radio?
Oh, we always listen to 103.5. And
Also-
and you know what? The other day, my son Jeremy, he told us he's switched to country music.
That's right. And I was telling a big lie. Go out there and listen to it.
You know, Dad's opening up a bar on Broadway.
2 episodes ago. Go listen to it. Yeah, is he?
Yeah.
Is he going to have one of those like triple level joints?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
not
yeah.
just one level where it's
Oh,
like
no.
like the Wild Horse Saloon.
No, the real estate in New
Well,
York
Kid-
is too expensive. for
No,
that.
Broadway,
Rock?
Nashville.
Oh,
Kid Rock bought that Lone Horse Saloon, the 3-story girl on the corner in Nashville.
And then Dad bought that
And-
off Kid Rock.
That's what I'm wondering. Did Dad buy that off Kid Rock? That was my only question. All right, next headline for you. Popular catnip brand recalled for traces of fentanyl.
oh, really?
I mean,
Real or fake?
what a douche on the assembly line to just like slip that in if that's
Well,
the
they-
case.
whatever.
If Benny got a hold of some fentanyl, I'd probably chill him out a lot, but it would make me very worried.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say no. That's fake.
You're
I
gonna
want to
say
say
fake?
it's fake too because I mean, if you'd have got it,
But what have you been doing to
I don't
Benny,
think it'd
bro?
have made him any slower.
No, that's fake. You guys are right.
What have you been whipping up in your kitchen, man?
All right, next headline for you. Chinese zoo denies its sun bears are people in costume.
Yeah, I'll say that's true because I think I read about something like that.
What does
It's
that
like,
even
this was
mean?
on my smart news today when I saw it on my smart news. Yeah, there's bears, sun bears. It's a specific type of bear in a Chinese zoo. People are saying it's a guy in a costume. Is that real or fake?
It could be absolutely real.
Yeah, you guys are both right. Yeah. Apparently, go watch the fucking videos, man. These things
I didn't watch
stand
that.
up on their feet. It looks like a fucking shitty bear costume that you would be wearing. Like, it just
Oh, really?
looks like a guy in a very, like, it's not even form-fitting. It's loose. It looks like shit, and they walk around on their feet like humans do. And everyone's like, these are guys in fucking bear costumes. And the Chinese zoo's like, no, this is the way sun bears look. This is the real thing. And it's like,
Dude.
that's what the world is focused on right now. They're like,
Have you seen?
hoax on the bears. But no, you go look at the fucking video. YouTube listeners, go out there and YouTube sun bears at Chinese zoo. Go look at this shit. These motherfuckers, they look like me and Dad in a bear costume, and they're a real breed of bears. It's a specific breed. It's just their skin is loose. They're all hanging down, and it just looks like a couple dudes in a bear costume.
So
Looks like
yeah,
Little
you're saying they are.
Rascals.
They are.
No, yeah, we already, that's a real headline. All right, next headline up for you. AMC Theaters cancels all showings of the new Barbie movie.
Hell no. I mean,
No,
no way.
Nah, you guys are right. That Barbie movie is fucking alive and thriving.
It just actually.
I'm going to see it when it comes on demand.
It just
for sure.
grossed the most movie
Does
for
it
a female
interest me?
director ever in history.
Greta Gerwig? Yeah.
Is that who
Greta,
it is?
Greta Gerwig?
I
Yeah.
definitely want to see Oppenheimer when it.
I would.
After it's
I'll
been
wait
out
till
for a
that's
long
on.
time.
If you want to watch
Over
that in the
here.
living room, if you want to watch that at the bar in my house, that's another option once we get that finished. Because yeah, but yeah, I would like to see that movie, and I'll watch it with you. All right, next headline we have up for you: truck spill covers Arkansas highway in nacho cheese. Here's Chunk. Come out, Chunk here. Chunk for his expertise, Adam. So
I mean, I would-
Arkansas highway spilled nacho cheese all over it.
No.
I'm gonna say yeah, but like, there wasn't a truck also carrying Tostitos like too that could do that.
Like Santa Rita's $2
yeah, if
only.
you ain't got anything to scoop it with.
If the Santa Rita's $2 only truck, you know, they have that bag. It says Santa Rita's. And
Quick, Cliff,
and
get out of the highway.
I always go, I don't practice Santa Rita. Like, I always do that shit when I pick it. But it says $2 only, really big on the bag. Like, it's part of the print.
Oh yeah, it's
You
like
know what I'm talking about.
It's
They
like
sell
Lipton
white
Iced
corn.
Tea, where
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
So
75
white and
cents.
yellow ones, yes.
What mom buys.
So
all the
if we
time.
could have only gotten a truck for the Santa Rita's to crash into the, but yes,
Or deliberately
This one
crash.
is actually true. a fucking huge semi truck full of those bats. You know, the big jars of the movie theater nacho cheese.
Oh yeah, going to
I saw the photo, man. It had to have been like 300-400
those big
cans just all over the fucking. And Adam would have been like, "We're making nachos tonight, boys."
get your hand off that.
Shit, yeah.
That's
No,
my
that
cheese.
really happened.
Do you think he's just
I was the
delivering?
first one here. That's my cheese.
You think this dude just has a lot of deliveries to like bowling alleys?
Well, I want, yeah, and 7-Elevens, yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
wonder
like,
if
I gotta
Adam.
take this
I wonder if
out.
Adam like echo heard it from wherever he was, and be like, his spidey sense.
Oh, he probably sent some people
Yeah.
out.
All right, next headline: real or fake? California company turns recycled shower and sink water into beer.
Fake.
That's so rich. People are so rich. It's
It'd be
unbelievable.
frothy.
It has to be true. It has to be true, but it's probably somewhere in L.A.
San Francisco, actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
of
brew
course it
house set up next to an apartment complex. Their building is down on the lower office floor. They decided a very unique way to try to figure out how to save on water costs for their beer, and they are using and trying to be green about it. I mean, obviously, it's got to be safe, man.
Wait, so when you're pissing
but
in the
they're
shower?
literally using
Beer tastes like piss.
all the water refuge from that building. They're filtering and turning it into the beer. Now, I mean, I don't care how much you filter that shit.
That brown ale's looking a little bit brown this weekend.
I'm not drinking anything
Shit.
that's
We
not
just
a-
had the chili cook-off. Like,
if
do
it's
it.
not a blonde, I'm not drinking it. You know what I mean? I'm not drinking a stout. I'm not drinking a porter. I don't want to.
Yeah, but if they offer it to you at like 1:38 in the morning,
That's
you might be like,
disgusting,
oh, okay,
dude.
yeah, I'll try
How
that.
do you keg that? You know what I mean? Like, what's the system?
I don't know.
Man?
Go to over San
You
Francisco.
show-
I
you
guess we
show-
have to go check this
You
one
take
out.
a wooden, you take the barrels or whatever, and you have like a toilet lid
Jesus
open
Christ,
on it.
man.
You
I'll
could
stick
take
with
a
my
shit
bush.
by the afternoon and drink it by night.
Yeah, you might not know it, but you might
You
be
will-
drinking your own shit. If you,
That's one of the
I would say
selling
more like a
points.
3-day turnaround, probably. But you might be like, by the time you're having that 12-ounce can on that weird disposable,
Then you hand-
disposable,
No, you know what's gonna happen.
eco-friendly rings that they do with a fucking.
The cruise ships are gonna like catch wind of this, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, we have a brewery at this point."
Well, no, if the cruise ships catch wind of that, every incoming water. Well, I think that's probably already what they do. They just pull from the ocean, filter it.
After
and-
that, they're like, "Well, we you maxed out your
Obviously.
12 drink
Obviously.
limit, but we have these black ales if you want."
Obviously, it's not like they're getting.
Yeah,
it's not like they're
I'll
getting
take
water
it.
from any other place but the ocean. All right, next headline up for you. All right, surgeons discover an entire beer can in a man's stomach. I got one shaking their head yes and one shaking their head no.
Someone's last meal.
Dad's gonna say no.
No,
Was it a tall
I was
boy?
just going to say.
Depends, yeah, what was
I'm
that?
not going to say what I was going to say.
Was it
I was
a
going to do a.
was it a Foster's? 'Cause
Nah, but I was
that's
going to
a
do some
that's
kind
a
of
lie.
imitation.
All right, I got.
But I ain't
based
going-
on
I
the
ain't
voice
going
you're
there.
doing right now, I already know what you were about to say.
So let's see.
Yes or no? Beer can in a man's belly. Surgeons
No,
find it.
okay. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, right?
You sure as hell can't swallow a beer can.
Well, you never know
I mean,
how
I-
it got
I've-
up in them guts. You know what I'm saying?
Guts.
That's true.
I've watched enough Always Sunny in Philadelphia to kind of say it. I think it might be true.
All right, Ryan's gonna go true. Dad's gonna go false. One of them's right. Or Dad is right on that one. Yeah, that is false. That was just from my sick imagination. All right.
Again,
I think we got like
we're
one-
getting somewhere, guys.
One left, I think. No, two left. We got two left for you. All right. A sunbathing pig causes a highway backup in New Zealand. Sunbathing pig causes a huge backup on a highway in New Zealand.
Well,
Also,
now, are
what's
you
a
talking
huge
about
bag?
like a pig dressed in a?
Well, I know most New Zealand girls and Australian girls can be a little on the slutty side, but either way, no. I'm talking about I'm
An
talking
animal, four-legged animal.
talking about
Also,
a four-legged
what's-
animal.
Consider a backup on a New Zealand highway. Like, what's a backup?
Probably like two cars waiting for a pig to.
Right? I mean, we got to think about this.
Probably like two cars, yeah, max.
I say it's
four.
true. Let that bad boy just get a tan.
Yeah.
New Zealand. I don't know anything about them. Probably.
Oh fuck, mate! You want to talk about New Zealand? Yeah?
Probably
Yeah,
so.
probably then. Yeah, probably right, mate. Yeah, probably right. Fucking yeah. All right. Last fucking headline we have for you. New TikTok trend has influencers amputating pinky fingers. Yeah.
Ooh, that just came up on my feed.
What, to their pinky fingers?
Amputating pinky fingers. New TikTok trend has influencers amputating their pinky fingers, Mike.
I haven't read that yet. That would be a top.
Well, I only see one pinky.
You haven't read that yet.
Right now.
I want a fucking stamp. Can we get a timestamp on that?
Dude,
I
you want a
haven't read
pinky?
that
I can
yet.
get you a pinky with nail polish.
I say yeah.
I get you a toenail by 3 p.m. You gonna say yeah?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
response
I
I was
mean,
looking for.
yeah. Honestly, I mean, I think that's true.
Yeah, no, that was mine.
That's,
Thank God.
Okay, Remy's like,
yeah.
I'm starting the
Give him,
trend tonight.
give him time. Give
I
him
was,
time.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was really hoping like this seems
So the
made
market
up.
is open for me to do this.
Well,
Okay,
if you want
all
to
right.
start the trend, man, yeah, get ahead of it. Get
Yeah.
ahead, get ahead of
you
it.
only have-
Get out on it.
You only have 2 shots.
Well, yeah, a pinky finger. I mean, like, what do you? Who cares?
You go live.
Unless
and
you play
just,
Depends
guitar.
on which
You just
hand.
keep cutting it, or
I
you
mean,
do
some some guys that play way better than us use these a lot.
Well,
Like
you take my
2001
pick and
Space
take
Odyssey.
it off my fucking this hand because I always, you know me, I always do tease out when I play my finger because I slit this fucking tendon.
Dude,
So-
what if you think tracking for you 3 years, and then you finally do cut the pinky off, like, and then
Well-
you just kind of like throughout, like, and we'll speed it up, and we'll. Do
I
kind
have
of
been
like
doing over the remodel of this house.
Entertainment-y.
The remodel of this house, and I'm
yeah,
not saying
he's not
remodel.
done remodeling yet. Give him he might. It might happen.
Over the remodel of this house, I'm doing just about everything I
I
can
don't know
in
how
my
I'm gonna
power
stretch
to
3
kill
years.
myself, to accidentally kill myself. I'm doing just about everything I can. Last night, I was back up on the ladder trying to staple in that insulation. That fucking stapler fell out of my goddamn hand, hit me in the goddamn forehead, fell to the ground, and I'm like, shit, I should walk down. I'm like, nope. You'll walk down to get that
For a
stapler. You're gonna get
second,
back up and get
You
back
saw
to it.
Devon Sawa at the
I
edge of your
did see
driveway.
Devon
and you're
Sawa
like,
at the
what
edge of the driveway. I was like,
okay, this isn't.
I was like, Casper, are you okay? And then I looked in a mirror and I was Christina Ricci, and it was just fucking weird. It was just weird as fuck. Guys, speaking of weird as fuck, we're gonna leave you to your own thoughts. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We had a good time. We hope we had as much fun as we did. Episode 106. Guys, go to tigercagemedia.com. I think by the time that this episode comes out on Monday, wherever you get your podcast drip, we should have the shop available for you. So you can get some of the cool duds that you see me and Dad and Ryan wearing if you're actually watching the video. And if you're not, make sure you go to YouTube and go to Tiger Cage Media, subscribe to the channel, and you'll see us live. If you're one of those like like fucking perverts that like to fucking watch people do their podcast. I'm not that kind of guy.
I will
like
say-
I like to listen to my podcast. Some people like to watch their podcast. It's weird, but if that's you, if you like to watch them, that's where you can find us. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say, man.
Well, I was going to say we're giving away a Breeze. They call us the Breeze surfboard for Christmas, so stay tuned for
Wouldn't it be
that.
nice if we were older. No, yeah.
Younger,
Yeah, no.
But we are.
younger.
But while we open the store, if the store is open on Monday, guys, just go to it because grand opening special, you will get free shipping on any order over $35, and you also get 10% off. So don't go anywhere. We will see you next week for episode 107.
Thanks
here in the
for
Tiger.
tuning in, folks.
We love you so much, guys. Good night,
See you
everybody.
next week.
Good night, everybody. We'll see
Bye.
you soon. Good night. We love you. Bye.
Layers.